Hi viewers, in this class I am going to explain some of previous questions which came in NTA 2019. Okay, let us see. The correct statement among the following is, okay, here four options given. In that first one is tricyclylamine is planar and less basic than trimethylamine. Next one is tricyclylamine is pyramidal and more basic than trimethylamine. Tricyclylamine is pyramidal and less basic than trimethylamine. Next, tricyclylamine is planar and less basic than trimethylamine. So let us see. First, to find out the structure, whether it is planar or pyramidal. So when come to this trimethylamine, okay, so trimethylamine having pyramidal shape. So because here in the trimethylamine sp3 hybridization is there along with one lone pair. Okay, sp3 hybridization with one lone pair present on the nitrogen. Okay, nitrogen contains one lone pair and 3 sigma bonds. Okay, because of that, so this undergoes sp3 hybridization and one lone pair is present. sp3 hybridization, one lone pair, we can say that is a pyramidal structure. That is a pyramidal. A molecule is pyramidal. So when come to the tricyclylamine, so here nitrogen contains one lone pair. So but this nitrogen containing lone pair is not free. So what will happen here? Due to the presence of vacant d orbital in the silicon, okay, due to the presence of vacant d orbital in the silicon, so this lone pair participating in the back bonding. Okay, this lone pair participating in the back bonding. So due to the back bonding, so this nitrogen shows only sp2 hybridization. So but here in this case nitrogen not participating in the back bonding because carbon does not contain vacant d orbital. There is no vacant d orbital in the carbon. So but when come to the silicon, vacant d orbital is there. So because of vacant d orbital, back bonding takes place by the donation of lone pair by the nitrogen. Okay, so because of that reason here, nitrogen participating in the sp2 hybridization. So sp2 means, that's why what we can say here, that molecule is trigonal planar. Okay, that's why what we can say here, trimethylamine is pyramidal and tricyclylamine is trigonal planar. So let us come to the basic nature. So in trimethylamine, so this lone pair is available to donate to the other species. Okay, when come to this tricyclylamine, this lone pair of nitrogen participating in the back bonding. So that's why basic nature here decreases. So what is basic nature here? Donation capacity of lone pair is nothing but basic nature. Here nitrogen contains free lone pair, that's why donation of lone pair easily takes place, that's why it shows more basic nature. So when come to here, nitrogen lone pair participating in the back bonding, that's why nitrogen cannot donate its lone pair to the other species. So that's why this shows less basic nature. That's why which option is correct? Here tricyclylamine is planar, yes or not? Yes. And this is less basic than the trimethylamine. This is less basic. This is less basic. So due to the presence of back bonding, okay, lone pair not available to donate to the other species. Here this is more basic. This is more basic. So because of lone pair is available to donate to the other species. So like this we can find out basic and planarity and structure. Clear? Let us see next question. In this, the ion that has sp3d2 hybridization for the central atom is. Okay, what do we have to find out here? So here ions given. From that ions, which one undergoing sp3d2 hybridization? Okay, let us see here. If we take this molecule, ICl2 minus. Okay. So to find out the hybridization, what is the required here? Number of sigma bonds plus number of lone pairs. The sum of the number of sigma bonds and number of lone pairs 2, then we can say that is a sp hybridization. If that is 3, sp2 hybridization. That is 4, sp3 hybridization. If that is 5, sp3 dehybridization. If 6, sp3d2. If 7, sp3d3 hybridization. Okay, let us see here. So a central atom is iodine. Central atom iodine. Iodine contains actually 7 valency electrons. How many valency electrons? 7. Draw that 7 valency electrons here. 7 valency electrons. Here minus charge is there. So because of minus charge, what we have to do? We have to add one more electron. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and one more electron, 8th electron. Okay, why we are adding here? Because of minus charge. Okay, then how many chlorines are there? 2 chlorines. Okay, one electron of iodine forms a bond with chlorine. Like that, 2 chlorines are there. How many bonds finished? 2 sigma bonds. So remaining how many lone pairs are there? 3 lone pairs are present. Okay, 2 sigma bonds plus 3 lone pairs. So total value 2 plus 3, 5. So 5 means which hybridization? sp3 dehybridization. sp3d hybridization. Okay, we can also do this in another way. Iodine with 7 valency electrons, 1 minus means 8 valency electrons. How many bonds are there? 2 minus 2. So remaining how many electrons? 6. Okay, remaining 6 electrons are there. Means here 2 bonds, 6 remaining electrons. 6 remaining electrons means how many lone pairs? 3 lone pairs. Okay, 3 lone pairs. Means here 2 plus 3. Okay, 2 plus 3, 5. 2 plus 3, 5. So that's why. So directly also we can say sp3d hybridization. Clear? So in this way, so here also you see bromine. Bromine also contains 7 valence electrons. Here 1 electron we should add. That's why 8 valence electrons. How many bonds are there? 2. 8 minus 2. So remaining how many electrons are there? 6. Okay. Here 2 bonds. 2 bonds are there. And 6 electrons means 3 lone pairs. 3 lone pairs and 2 bonds. Total value 5. 5 means here which hybridization? sp3d hybridization. sp3d hybridization. Let us take here. Here also iodine is there. Iodine 7 valence electrons. Here 1 extra electron. That's why 7 plus 1 8. 8 valence electrons. Totally how many bonds are there with iodine? 4. 4 bonds. So remaining how many electrons are there? 4 electrons. So 4 electrons means how many lone pairs we can take? 2 lone pairs we can take. 4 bonds. Okay, 4 bonds. 2 lone pairs. Totally 6. 6 value means that is sp3 d2 hybridization. Okay, ICl4 minus undergoes sp3 d2 hybridization. So if we take IF6 minus. Okay, here also iodine central atom. Iodine with 7 valence electrons minus. That's why 8 valence electrons we have to take. 8. How many bonds are there? 6 bonds. 8 minus 6. Okay. Then remaining how many electrons are there? 2 electrons. 2 electrons means how many lone pairs we can take? 1 lone pair. Okay. 6 bonds and 1 lone pair. Total value 7. 7 means which hybridization? sp3 d3 hybridization. Okay. So this undergoes sp3 d3 hybridization. So here first one sp3d, second one also sp3d, third one sp3d2 and fourth one sp3d3. That's why which one is correct option here? C is the correct option. Here in the 2 ways we can do this, in this way, or also we can do by using this way. Okay. Let us see next question. The correct statement about ICl5 and ICl4 minus is, there are options. See, ICl5 is square pyramidal and ICl4 minus is tetrahedral. Second option, ICl5 is square pyramidal and ICl4 minus is square planar. Both are isostructural. Option D, ICl5 is trigonal bipyramidal and ICl4 minus is tetrahedral. So let us see, by using this method we can find out first hybridization. Okay, so take the ICl5 here. ICl5. In the ICl5 central atom, iodine is central atom. So iodine contains how many valency electrons? 7 valency electrons. 7 valency electrons. How many bonds are there? With chlorine, 5 bonds. Okay, 5 chlorines, 5 bonds. So after 5 bonds, how many electrons are remaining from the 7 valence electrons? Only 2 electrons are remaining. So these 2 electrons we are taking as a one lone pair. Okay, so one lone pair. That means here 5 bonds and one lone pair. 5 bonds and one lone pair. Okay, totally 6. 6 means which hybridization? That belongs to sp3d2 hybridization. That belongs to sp3d2 hybridization. So actually sp3d2 hybridization without any lone pair, that shows octahedral structure. So but when come to here, sp3d2 with one lone pair of electron. Okay, one lone pair of electrons present. So when sp3d2 with one lone pair of electron, so that shows square pyramidal structure. Okay, that shows square pyramidal structure. Which one is central atom? Iodine is central atom. Okay, here Cl, here one more Cl, and here one more Cl, here one lone pair. Okay, so this is a square pyramidal structure. This is square pyramidal structure. Clear? So which structure it is? Square pyramidal. Okay, let us see when come to the ICl4 minus. ICl4 minus. In the ICl4 minus central atom iodine. Central atom iodine contains 7 valence electrons. Here one negative charge is there. To that 7 valence electrons we have to add one more electron. That's why totally how many valence electrons here? 8. How many bonds are there? 4 bonds. 8 minus 4. Okay, after formation of 4 bonds, the remaining how many valence electrons are there? Okay, remaining how many valence electrons present on iodine? 4. 4 electrons. So these 4 electrons we are taking as a 2 lone pairs. 2 lone pairs. Okay, then 4 bonds, 2 lone pairs. Total value 6. Total value 6. 6 means hybridization sp3d2. Here also sp3d2. Okay, here sp3d2 with one lone pair. Here sp3d2 with 2 lone pairs. sp3d2 with 2 lone pairs. Actually, what is the structure of sp3d2? Octahedral. When without lone pairs. Okay, when without lone pairs, sp3d2 shows octahedral. But here 2 lone pairs are present. Then it shows, okay, square planar structure. Square planar structure. Central atom iodine. Iodine with 4 chlorines. Iodine with 4 chlorines. And how many lone pairs are there? 2 lone pairs. 2 lone pairs are present. Okay. So this is the structure square planar structure. Square planar. Okay, that's why which option is correct? Here ICl5 square pyramidal and ICl4 minus square planar. So that's why which option is correct? B. ICl5 is square pyramidal and ICl4 minus is square planar structure. Okay.